to today's stream. Oh my god, sorry for being like 20 minutes late. The thing is, okay, so after last time of streaming Genshin Impact, I was like thinking about what Nuvolet had basically revealed about the whole, like, the dragons of Tevat's powers being stolen. But after I thought about it, I was like, is that something that actually happened, or did I just like make that up in my brain? So I was trying to search like where exactly in my stream he mentioned it last time, like where exactly in the Archon quest he mentioned it last time. But I couldn't find it for the life of me, and so that's what I ended up like searching for, what ended up making me late, because I was like, in order to talk about my little brain theory, I was like, how am I, like, I need to make sure that I know somewhat about what I'm talking about. Which honestly, like, it's been forever since I've caught up on any Genshin lore, so I'm sure I'm really behind. But that whole line that he had about how the heavenly principles like came in and basically stole the dragon's powers from like the original dragons that ruled over Tevat, like their powers to then give to create like the Archons basically for this world. I don't know how far back it's gonna set me. Oh, this far back? Okay, so I'm just gonna skip until we reach the part where Farina is like on the seat, because we've already seen all this. Anyways.
Sorry. That shot.
But like,
You are not Farina.
here, I'll lower the volume while I skip through. But basically,
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course.
I was thinking about it. I'm like, if the heavenly principles stole the dragon's powers to basically make the Archons, then I was like, oh, the dragons of Tevat were like a lot more powerful than I thought. Like, I don't know why I didn't think they wouldn't be super powerful, but like, I'm pretty sure they had like conflict. Because like, obviously no like powerful being would just let another person, like another like, what do you call it, like another just entity from a different world come in, steal their powers, and just be like complacent about the whole thing. So I was assuming like if that's really true, then they probably were the first ones to have conflict with the heavenly principles. Then the heavenly principles probably won, stole their powers, created the Archons, and then the whole like power balance within the world kind of like just shifted. Is what I'm thinking. And so I was just like, oh, now I really need to like look more into the dragons of this world, because if we have Nuvolet and we also have oh my god, why am I not remembering? We have Nuvolet and we also have Zhongli, and I'm like, okay, we've met two of the dragons, and also we've met the Dendro Dragon, which, if I'm not incorrect, the Dendro Dragon was like the ruler of all the dragons a long time ago. And I'm just like, okay, like what happened? So basically I found a video, I was listening to it, and now I'm gonna do like a deep dive into the lore surrounding the dragons and what happened when their power was stolen and everything, because like I need to do a big catch up, because like I never thought about the dragons being involved in the main story quest, but like I should have been thinking about the dragons this whole time. Anyways, that's all I wanted with my little spiel, and also just to have something to talk about while I catch up to where we were last time. But basically what we're gonna do is just finish the Archon quest, I think, and then depending on how much time we have after that, we'll start Farina's story quest and then continue with it tomorrow. And then I also wanted to do Nuvolet's story quest, because now that I know about the connection with the dragons, I wonder if he has more to talk about with that whole like stealing of powers and such that occurred a long time ago. So anyways, here we are with the loneliest performer of them all, Farina herself.
invited you to come onto the stage.
Let me
Now,
fix
I
the
understand
audio.
your admiration for my august self, but I must ask you to keep to the rules.
Come on, it's me.
All right,
Your
all
boy,
right. It is not
Traveler.
my intent to reprimand you.
Don't look at me,
There
don't
is
look
no
at
need
me.
to state your name.
Wait,
Just be
what?
off with you. Do not distract me from my performance.
Is this like her inner thoughts? You know, I don't see an audience here.
Oh,
Just
do
let the
not
stage
jest.
lights go off, please,
Can
if
you
only
not
for 1
feel
second.
it?
Oh dear.
I am Focalor. The
That way,
eyes
I
of
can become
countless
myself
Fontainians
again.
are upon me. I must, at all times, display the utmost elegance and nobility.
Something's off. There's no getting through to her. Even in her heart of hearts, she's still playing the role of a Hydra Archon. What sort of resolve must she have that even her inner self and subconscious would have such an impenetrable defense? I have to find a way. Which also, like, the fact that Farina is like, she is a Hydra Archon, but isn't at the same time, because she's basically, the Hydro Archon without the Hydro Archon, like, soul or powers, basically. I don't know how, what is it, Flacoris, like, split up herself from her, like, physical body, but, like, however she did that, she, like, messed up Farina. Even though they're like the same thing, she messed up herself. Or something, I don't know, crazy stuff. Turn off all the spotlights? Oh, okay. So what I have to be doing then is just listen to the...
Dear audience, the performance is
inner thoughts that she
experiencing
has
a
and
technical
help her out.
difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it.
Oh, I don't think I've fought one of these before. Dang! That's cool. It's like they're dancing.
Go faster. Let's light it up.
So elegant. A dancer. Ow! That hurts, you know. I don't know how to fight against these guys, but...
Useless.
Sorry, Farina. We're kind of fighting right in front of you. Just, make do with it for now. Okay, I'm trying to turn off some spotlights, bro. Alright.
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards!
There are no guards! This is your inner self, Farina! You have nothing to hide from! Or I guess you have everything to hide from. Right.
Coming to be.
I mean, not that the Archon, like, none of the Archons have had, like, not a tragic story, but, like, I feel like out of all of the Archon stories, Farina's is, like, the saddest. Just purely from the fact that she literally can, in the form that she was given, you know, she literally can do nothing about everything that's happening, because the powers that she would normally have are separated from her. Let's see, that's all the spotlights turned off, and Farina's hearts, they must have symbolized the eyes of the people on her. Speaking of which, I think I just received some sort of signal. Is that her true voice? Hmm? A ticket? When did that end up here? It's a golden ticket from Honkai Star Rail! Time to do some gacha! Just kidding. Just kidding, no gacha. Are we to walk in the spotlight? Let's see. Either way, it looks like the show's about to begin. In that case, show me how you truly feel, Farina. See one before the mirror, Farina. Ready. Oh, we're actually playing as her. Also, her outfit has changed. I know this is a thing that could happen because I saw it in the... Like, does she even have her hydrovision on her? I don't see it. Oh my god. I don't know where it was originally, but I don't see it now. Her hair's shorter for one, and then there used to be white on her, but now she's just like entirely blue. Alright, anyways. Just thought I'd point that out. Oh, there's the mirror. Let's try to get like the the best cinematic shots. OMG.
Farina. Farina.
Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me?
Your
Where
other
are
self.
you?
Your other self, Farina. Trying to adjust the audio. Give me a second. Hello, Soul Dipper. Welcome to the first act of Farina facing her inner self.
Be not nervous.
Or
Be
maybe the
not
lore
afraid.
of how things came
I
to
am
be. I don't know.
before you.
Wait a moment. You're mirror me? How can this be?
Mirror you, huh? You know what? That's not bad. Let's go with that.
Mirror me. What do you wish to say?
My gosh, she's so like meek sounding.
The
I don't know how else to
prophecy.
word it.
Have you heard of it?
The prophecy.
What prophecy? Wait. I know. I think. I don't know why, but it's in my head somehow. The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain.
Ignore my
weeping
silly
on the
little words on
throne.
Twitter. I have
Only
seen
then
them
will
all.
the
Too
sins
late.
of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Oh, very good. You know it well.
What's going on? I can't seem to remember anything clearly. The only thing I know for sure is this prophecy. Will it really come to pass?
Yeah, actually.
Yes.
That is
It will.
nothing to worry about.
And that
It is
is why
everything
I've
to worry
come to
about.
you. Disaster will come to Fontaine sooner or later. Things will develop just as the prophecy declared. There is no escaping it.
That's crazy.
But doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a Fontainian just like them. Will I dissolve too?
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around. It is the reason why you met me today. I will tell you how to save everyone, but you may have to suffer somewhat.
Somewhat. How about 500 years of suffering?
Oh, so there's still hope after all. Goodness, you frightened me. You spoke so much and with so much certainty. As for the suffering, well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind was, why do I have to be the one to suffer?
I want to let you know that I was laughing like a little child as I wrote the very scripted video. Oh dear.
But if the prophecy will come true, I'll also die anyway, right?
I really
So
thought I
if
had
I've
responded
already
to the
met
whole
you
pancake thing,
as
and I
my
just
magical
completely
medium in this
forgot,
world,
it seems like.
if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side, and my pain on the other, is it not obvious where the scales should tilt?
You truly are the perfect human. My ideal. I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you.
Huh?
Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to play a role. That of the new Archon.
Play as a god?
That's right. You must begin a never-ending masquerade. You must never let anyone suspect your identity.
I mean, the fact that she kept it up for 500 years and only started slipping up in like the last 50 is kind of crazy.
If you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of defying this prophecy. But should your identity be revealed, then all hope will be lost.
You didn't, and I'm still cursed to bear the calculations of the 10 mathematic midgets in my brain, and they are all thinking about the pancake question. It was not a question to think about so deeply.
But how will I do this? A human assuming the role of a god without
It was
being
just about pancakes.
exposed.
Anyways, I'm gonna focus
Don't worry.
on the story.
What you must do is not to turn
Because
yourself
otherwise, I
into a
might
real
get
god.
confused somewhere along the way.
You simply need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be.
I think we're just witnessing like past
Being
events.
a human yourself, I'm sure you already know what such an entity would be like. Remember, your true challenge will not be pursuing divinity, but contending against humanity.
I'm still not sure I understand, but I'll try. I'll try to do this. So, how long am I going to have to play this role?
Honestly, I still think that Farina has one of the best designs in Genshin.
To
Like, it's so
accomplish
good.
this mission, you will have to stay on the stage for many, many years. You will endure and not grow old until your task ends.
What do you mean not grow old until her task ends? Like, once the task ends, what happens to
But
Farina?
I
Will
promise
she like suddenly
you,
get hit by all the years of
will
living that she's
eventually
had?
end in a magnificent and dramatic trial, and everyone will be saved.
A trial, huh? How exciting. I'll be looking forward to it.
The heck, she sounds so nice. Scene 2, Ascension Speech, Farina. Oh, now she has the long hair, and we're back with like the white kind of like pants plus like not the blazer, the vest. And then does she have the? Where is the Hydrovision? I'm not seeing it. Or will she get it like in a second? I'm not seeing it. I don't know where it should be. Yes, I am aware. This is where I need to go. I get it, game. I understand. I understand the meaning of spotlights.
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession, but this is my first time facing the people. What should I say to most appear like a god? To be honest, I still don't know. Perhaps I should first try to act natural.
Summon courage. Interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the Opera Epiclese.
Oh my gosh. I love if a character had a new outfit and it was like for a classy event and it was a suit, but it's a suit with light plate armor. The aesthetic of a person picking up a glass of wine with plate gauntlets. Somehow. I feel like honestly, it would kind of look cool maybe. Like the banquets. I feel like that's something that would occur after like a knight goes like wins a war or something. Like they wear something that appears kind of like a suit.
I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. Indeed, I am Farina de Fontaine, your new Archon.
Appear earnest.
In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all. As the god Focalor, the god of justice, I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of fairness and justice.
Close politely.
Once again, thank you all for coming. If you should have any questions or suggestions, please send them to the Maison Cardinalise.
How does she like
The
prove to
future
people
of
that she was a
Fontaine
Hydra
will
Archon
require
though?
us to work together, after all.
Like, how does she prove that to them? I can't imagine that she walked in one day and they're like, ah yes, step in and lead our nation with no questions asked. Like, I doubt. I doubt it happened like that. I think I saw a short that has the same energy. I need to find it. Oh, nice.
This should do it.
So I'm assuming all the little text prompts that we have are like what she's thinking as she was like giving this speech.
I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts just fine. Okay, and next.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
Hey.
Oh boy.
Did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the difference between her and an ordinary person, then?
Frustrated audience member.
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-back puppet.
Oh
Wait,
boy.
what's going on?
So people did judge her in the
Why
beginning.
is everyone suspecting me of being a fake? Oh, this is bad. If I get exposed here, there'll be no saving the people from the prophecy. Right. Mirmi said that I just need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Calm down, Farina. Think. What do the people want? How would they imagine a god to speak and act? Assertive, with a strong sense of presence.
Yes,
One
Soul
who
Dipper,
can
you heard
dispel
right.
all doubt. That is the character I'm fated to play.
Oh my god. The laugh.
Very good, my people. Only ones such as you are deserving of my rule. Now, I was wondering, if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house, would the children of Fontaine follow them? Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside my august self, here in this opera house. You may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. I thought it was a debut that suited the atmosphere.
Oh my
Now then,
gosh.
let us be reintroduced.
She is an actor through and
So
through.
that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Her personality. It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful! Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart my accession speech.
Oh, okay, so now I get to choose. Summon courage or resolutely with conviction. Okay. I don't know. I'm assuming my choices will actually affect things, so I'll go with this first.
My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice. We have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. Well, I say that justice is most fragrant when it blooms amid sin.
Turn up the drama. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to just play it up.
The scales of justice should not weigh heavy in the hands of its god. On one side, it must carry fairness and justice. And on the other, praise and applause. May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. Let us light the fires and drink to the future of Fontaine.
End the speech empathetically.
There is no trouble in this world that justice cannot solve. All that is needed is for you, my people, to believe in it, heart and soul. So long as I, the Archon Focalor,
Focalor, that's how you pronounce that. I don't know how I pronounced it earlier, but it was probably wrong.
Before the Oratrice, I shall even judge the gods of this world!
Oh my gosh, crazy! I think I passed. Alright, let's see. Scene 3, Opera House, Farina. Okay, so she like played up the dramatism because the whole judgment thing is done within an opera house, so of course that everything should be turned into like a dramatic thing within this whole space, which I think is crazy.
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports, as well as a summary of the follow-up for your perusal.
Come now, was I not just at the Opera House in person? Leave these kinds of things to Neuvillette. Besides,
Why don't she
none
meet
of these
Neuvillette?
trials were the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
Because like I doubt she could have kept convincing them for that long if she didn't have Neuvillette by her side.
If I may be so impertinent, what kind of trial are you truly looking forward to?
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous trial. A trial to end all things. How could you hope to understand?
That's true, I fear I lack the ability to grasp your divine thought, Lady Archon.
No
Lady
need
Archon?
For
some reason
and
that just
do not
sounds
take
weird.
what I said before too seriously. Go now, do your duties. The trial I await. It will come one day.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Trial did indeed arrive eventually.
Lady Farina, I don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to see me.
No need to thank me. Or rather, thank your own sense of perseverance instead. Long have you stood in line to meet me, have you not?
What is this, meet and greets?
I'm afraid that's just an
Archon meet and
inevitable
greets?
consequence
Oh
of
my
my
gosh.
divine charm. All right, Deoteria, is it? How is your son's illness?
You remembered me, and you knew of my family too. He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer than I. He was the one who forced me to seek an audience with you, and to bring your words back to him.
Oh, good. Very good. If this should happen again in the future, please do not hesitate to come and tell me. Going down to citizens' homes every so often,
What would
while
she
not
do,
usual
though? Just, like,
practice,
provide them
should
with
serve as
resources?
a fine change of pace.
You're such a gentle and wise god. Thank you once again, on behalf of my son.
Interesting, okay. I don't know why she met with the people. Was it to like understand the prophecy better? Or something?
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you asked to take note of, I'm afraid things still don't look good.
Oh boy.
I see. It's as I thought then. As your god, I did already expect this, but I wanted to see how far your human wisdom would allow you to analyze it. All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will still come to pass. Forget it. That's not something you need to worry about right now.
Well, as I understand it, the Fontaine Research Institute is also trying to find a way to counter the rising water levels.
I don't know. The one question I have is like why I guess she was like banking all of her faith on that like last trial. Because I'm like, if she knew that this whole thing was gonna come to pass, she should have made it clear she should have made it clear to the people of Fontaine that one, was gonna pass one way or another. Like there was no way to like really deal with it. Just that they would just have to keep going until eventually, like the prophecy would come true, but they would also be saved. Like, I don't know. If I were in her shoes, I would find ways to like, if the prophecy came to pass, just like emergency backup situations that could be done. Because all you have to do is make sure that the people of Fontaine just don't like end up in the water, basically. So they could have created like strongholds or something where they could avoid it. I don't know.
Really?
That's just my own
Have they
thoughts on the
found
whole
anything?
thing, though. But of course, she was like under a lot of pressure as someone who was pretending to be the Archon, so there wasn't really much she could do without people questioning why she was having them come up with such human solutions when she's supposed to be an Archon.
I'm afraid that they haven't found any effective solution thus far.
Oh, is that so? Well, no wonder. This issue has reached the realm of the gods, after all. Still, their spirit is praiseworthy.
Okay, next.
The day is finally over. I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole time. But it's good to see that everything's getting on track. There are no longer any voices of suspicion.
Right.
Maybe this is fine. I just need to keep going, and everyone will be safe.
I wonder if this was like in the first year of her being an Archon.
Alright, Farina, don't think too hard about this. You need rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
Because if that was within the first year, oh boy. Let's see, scene 4, Opera House, Farina.
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
There'll be no need for that. I've seen them already. There's no need to go back over scenes I've witnessed in person before.
Lady Farina, I've waited so
did she start
so
getting
long
frustrated?
For this chance to see you in this manner.
Indeed, my dear, loyal citizen. This joyous moment is an honor for us both.
Probably. I mean, being alive for that long and not
Lady Farina, we're
having
detecting
any,
significant hydrological anomalies near Poisson.
having no real solutions to everything and just having to wait would be horrible.
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep me informed should anything come up at the Institute.
I don't think I let anything slip today. I must show the people that there is nothing to worry about.
But there was a lot to worry about.
I just don't know when these days will end. I feel utterly exhausted. Best to rest early today, too.
Scene 5, Opera House, Farina. We have not left the Opera House, y'all. We've been here this entire time. Oh. Is this like her, actually? Oh boy. Is this all the tallies of how long she has waited? Oh my god. Scene. Wait.
Lady Farina.
Oh god, I did not read that, but that was like
It's
18,000
being able to speak
something?
with you up close like this. I've heard that the first member of our family who was honored to receive an audience with you was Madame Dioteria, almost 20 generations ago.
Oh my god, 20 generations ago? Imagine hearing that.
And what a fine family yours is indeed. It brings me great joy to meet such a faithful believer, a descendant of a line most ardent.
Oh boy.
Surely
I-
exaggerate.
Oh,
Lady
that's
Farina.
crazy.
My lady?
What is it? good citizen.
Are you crying?
No! She's crying! Anyone would, honestly. Hello, Emma! Welcome to the stream! Yes! Well, like, I checked how long Archon Quest Act 5 was gonna be, because I'm like, I need to see how many streams I'll need for it. And I think I should finish it up within this stream. If I saw everything correctly.
This must be the overflow of hydro
We're
from my
witnessing
person.
Farina's
Well, can't
very,
quite
very
help being the
sad
god whose dominion is
history
the
as a pretender
Can't.
of an art, like, of the pretender of a Hydra Archon, kind of. Someone who is very much just, at its core, a human. Because everything else that made her an Archon just kind of was left
No wonder.
to another place.
No wonder. A manifestation of your power, then.
Oh boy.
Archon, I am honored to have witnessed it.
Ah!
Honored indeed.
Her face! I can't. Oh, when you live for that long, that's crazy.
So interminable. So lonely. Just how much longer? Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more. I never imagined that it would hurt so much.
Aww.
Have I reached my limit? No. Perhaps
Like, I feel
reached
like-
it long ago. Today I didn't even notice my own tears.
I feel like if she was... like, at least able to share what she knew to Nouvellette, then maybe this whole, like, living for, I don't know, 500 years might have been just a little bit easier. Even though really all they could do was just wait, you know? I think it's the fact that she had to just keep up this act without literally anyone knowing for that long that just, like, really,
I want to tell someone, anyone.
must have been
about
super
this.
mentally exhausting for her. No, not must have been.
Would that
Is.
not
We literally are
destroy
seeing
all
it.
I've done so far? I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries, but there's not even a sliver of hope that we might break the prophecy.
I wonder when she forgot that she had to wait for that, like, grand, magnificent trial. That was the only way to break the prophecy. I'm actually currently making an edit on this part. Also, I found a way to watch Pandora Hearts. Hey, let's go!
All I can do is keep heart.
Pandora Hearts!
I must maintain this act. It is the only way to save Fontaine. Please, mirror me. You have to succeed.
I wonder if at any point she started thinking of it as a dream. The whole thing. Scene 182-376, Upper House, Farina and Nouvellette? Question mark? Took me an hour but found a way. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry.
Shoulder this burden alone.
It took you so long. Oh, wait. Me?
Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone.
Oh,
Your
Traveler.
people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
That's my voice. Is this scene from when we were within the giant magic box? This is great. I didn't think that this scene would replay in her inner world. Surely I'll find out what she wanted me to tell. What she wanted to tell me this time.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
I listen, like, I hear the Traveler's voice so not often that I didn't even recognize it at first. I was like, huh? Who is that?
Yes, I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes.
In other words, you never belonged here. And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you? If that's the case...
If that's the
she's
case...
right. I could confide in her, couldn't I?
Finish the thought, Farina!
But if things don't play out as expected, the people of Fontaine will be the ones to pay the price. No, Farina. You shouldn't be selfish.
No! No!
But what if it's really alright?
Like, if we had waited just a little longer where she had revealed
Farina,
it...
you've worked so hard for so long. Surely it would be okay to put yourself first for once. Just this once. Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you can confide your frustrations and sorrows? Surely it could not hurt. If you let this opportunity slip through your fingers, it might never come by again.
Oh boy.
Think about it. Long and hard.
Ah, the hope in her eyes! Stop! My heart.
No, I have nothing to say. I am Farina, the Archon of Fontaine. Everything will surely get better. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
Yep. Same, traveler.
Fine.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Wait, really? I thought she knew with, like, the whole waiting for the performance and everything.
It had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive yourself.
I forgot that this is where we're supposed to be in the first place.
She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate. It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
I believe that I understand how your deception works, but that is only half the truth, is it not? How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine? That is the most important thing.
Ah, good, good. Of course, the Udex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue.
Okay, you're close to the part that I was wanting to spoil. No spoilers! I told you I would get through it.
I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine. Yes?
Wait, how does it go?
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber.
I cannot.
It now seems
that
person
hear about the
was
Oratrice,
you,
I'm like,
hidden
I must
within the machine
recite.
all along. Am I right?
I must recite the rest of the words.
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it?
Oh, wait. You still have the
Alas,
gnosis?
your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient depth.
Then what is it?
In truth,
Explain!
it is no enactor of
French
justice.
buff? What?
It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice.
Oh. Uh-huh. Wait. Okay. Why is that the end conclusion that she came up with?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed. I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Farina suffered? My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate indemnitium within the Oratrice. But really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine. The vast majority had to be accumulated to enact this death sentence.
Great! You know, at least... This is kinda... You know, never mind, actually.
All a part of your
I was gonna
plan.
say, at least it's a nice looking
Both the
sword.
trial and the sentence.
Oh boy.
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia, had it only been used for that purpose. Almost all of it has now been stored within the Oratrice.
That still doesn't explain why Child was marked as guilty, though. Like,
But
what's that
only
about?
power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the rules established by Celestia, and breaking through the institution that is the Seven.
I feel like Focalor and the Cryo Archon would have gone along well, honestly.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon.
Like,
the
in its
destruction
entirety.
of that divine throne.
Not just one being or
If
the
I
other,
do not
like
misunderstand
all
your
the Hydro
intent,
Archons to come.
You must be.
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course.
Oh my god! Let's go?
In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
Wait, so then... Okay. Because he was saying that the... Okay, now I'm remembering a little bit more about what we talked about. So he was saying that the dragons of... Maybe this was in a different stream, but not last stream. But the dragons of Tevat couldn't fully transform into dragons. Like, couldn't fully use the powers that they once had because of the fact that their powers got taken by Celestia. Like, a chunk of the powers got taken. So now that he's gonna get this power back, that means he can go full dragon mode, and that he's gonna be very, very powerful.
But...
And so, effectively, what she's doing is just placing all of that burden onto him. Like, here, take all this power. Do with it what you will. It has nothing to do with me anymore.
Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the face you make.
Well, yeah, after you've been with someone for more than, I don't know, 5 centuries, you would be a little sad.
all you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked. Hydro Dragon, don't cry.
Oh, please. You can't say that.
I must say,
man.
had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime? Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possessed. I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you? Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human existence itself. So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, The descent of the Fontainians as humans and their right to exist in this world would be Fontaine's original justice. In other words, existence was Egeria's justice, and to me, justice is the continuation of that existence. Defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live on. That should be the justice enthroned over all others.
Yeah.
At this point,
I mean, they didn't do anything wrong in the grand scale of
whether
things.
it be myself or all other Fontainians, have shouldered the burden of this sin for far too long.
And how does Storm Terror keep his powers? I think Storm Terror is something different.
Udex Nervilette.
I'll have to look into that, but I think Storm Terror might be something a little different.
When you regain your full power as an elemental sovereign,
yeah, Storm Terror,
what verdict shall you pass upon us?
Is like the wolf, where they were like guardians of gates for something in Mondstadt, but Storm Terror isn't one of the original like Tevat dragons, like elemental dragons in that sense. I forgot, that's like really in the beginning of Mondstadt lore. It's something that you learn, like it's in the beginning of Mondstadt lore, but I think I'm pretty sure Storm Terror is something different.
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Udex, I see now that that was your idea too.
By the way, when I talk, can you guys hear like something in the background? Just let me know. Because I'm trying to block out some noise, but it might be picked up a little bit.
At last, I now understand the true purpose behind this position.
Oh, he's one of the four winds. That's right. Yeah, that's what Storm Terror is.
In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. And I have even attempted to feel as they feel. You are a devious one, Focalors.
Oof. Oh, Neverland.
Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
Wow. This is crazy.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Nervilette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Oh! So is the Traveler even aware of what's going on right now? Oh my god. Thank you, Farina, for all you've done. From this moment on, please live happily as a human. Just as I wished we could. Oh, no bullets! Same. Same. Me too.
I, Eudex Nuvelet, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
Is he crying? Oh my god.
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried out?
No one saw what he saw. That's crazy. Alright. Sorrow still Dipper, I'm gonna remove that message. That is not, in fact, something that should be compared to that lightly. Or that is something that people tend to struggle with.
Was that bright light some
And it's
sort
something
of
that is not entirely
misdirection?
pleasant.
I have a feeling
So,
that something huge just happened.
I would not like to compare it to something like that.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
Yes, good for you guys!
It's
oh,
time
God.
to end this. We
I
must
became
mete
so
our punishment
sad.
to
Oh,
that
boy.
beast.
Didn't you say just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from that creature. We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry.
Yeah, so the Traveler doesn't know what just happened. Because they were trapped within, like, Farina's past fragments and such. Like, witnessing within her, like, in her heart. I think it's crazy that because the Hydra, like, Fussalor was able to, like, separate herself from Farina, that's what allowed her to just kind of, like, keep living as just, like, a normal human, which is crazy. So you attained power?
Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice.
You mean me?
The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine. The beast that enacts the prophecy. Its name is the all-devouring Narwhal.
Now they're calling it a narwhal.
Come with me, Traveler. The hour of execution has come.
You know what? Let us take out our emotions on this narwhal together. Oh god. But it looks so cool though. Oh, actually, okay.
It's huge!
Woo! Ow!
I've already
Actually.
done my best to separate the
Ow!
Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source.
How am I supposed to defeat it?
Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. I shall share part of the ancient dragon's power with you. We shall look for an opening together.
How do I think I need an archer for this. I don't have an archer on my team. Like, can I attack it from here?
I can feel its sorrow turning into hostility.
Oh boy. Escape. Oh, okay. Can I do anything here? Oh my god! Oh, just kidding, run! Just kidding, run! Destroy the eye of the Maelstrom to check. Yes. Okay. I don't know what.
Great undertaking.
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. Change will present itself.
Okay, I understand. I just gotta wait it out. You barely scratched it? I know! No, we're not! No, we're not! Oh, just kidding. Yes, we are. Actually, oh my god, what is this? What the? The music! Holy crap! Hello, dubstep? Oh my god!
Lament.
What?
Worthless. Cheer. Worthless. Cheer.
Sheesh!
Worthless.
Dang! Okay, Genshin.
Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its root from within.
Oh boy. Hi. Let's go! I feel like I'm in a party or something. This is crazy.
Useless.
Woo!
Opening box of Adept Tricks. Life goes on.
Oh my god. Are y'all hearing this? This is crazy. Oh boy.
Burst forth.
I need Zhao to build up his ult.
Come into being. Feel the sage power.
Go. Yeah.
Okay. And then...
Useless. Go in! Evil conquering. Worthless.
Boy, oh boy, this is crazy.
Worthless. Here.
Zhao! You're gonna perish! Zhao! You're gonna perish! Zhao!
Orders given.
What?
Orders received.
Wait, huh? What is happening? Oh. Oh! My god! A heavenly principle, bro! Someone from Celestia! And child is being thrown away? Man, what did child do to deserve this? Oh my god, this is the first time we... Oh my god.
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but... oh well.
Child got yeeted. He keeps getting yeeted to places. The poor guy. Guys, I'm in a state of shock right now. What is happening?
It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime.
My disciple and my master's pet? Excuse me?
Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
Oh wait, I literally had these same exact questions. Oh my god.
That power. Who are you exactly?
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right?
I honestly forgot about that fact, so thanks, Paimon.
It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, Managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world.
Yeah, you don't need to know anything about that. Just, like, don't question it too much. You don't need to know.
So you may speak to me as equals.
What sort of person would take the all-devouring narwhal as a pet?
I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks. All in all, it fails as a pet.
As a pet, not because it's gonna could have destroyed the world or anything. No, it just fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk, I think you might have missed the point.
Several points, actually.
The point being?
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, child's master's master.
Child's master's masters.
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did. His name is Sertologi.
Who?
Huh?
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
The Fowl?
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfulnir then? Or Gold Rhine-Daughter?
Gold Rhine-Daughter does ring a bell, but
Ooh, that one we've heard. Rhine-Daughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Albedo's mom?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either. But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhine-Daughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Wait, didn't you also mention a visionary person? Paimon didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you.
I'm surprised she's sharing so much with us, honestly.
That the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the Fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos.
Yeah, we should probably go back and assess the situation. Maybe.
In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Oh, wait. What do you mean it should be in full swing?
What?
No, there's little to be surprised about, Paimon. It is natural, after all. The prophecy will surely come true. We knew this, and accepted it. However...
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
No, you shouldn't have mentioned that! Who do you think she is?
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne.
What?!
Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Are they alive? Please tell me they're alive. Oh my god.
Hey! Help! Over here!
many boats, oh my god. So many people. Yeah, let's go! I was wondering where that was.
All hands, initiate emergency rescue. Hurry! Hey, lend a hand.
Oh my god, the children, everyone. What about the old people?
Look, the water's receding.
Oh, the poor children. Oh, I can't imagine just suddenly, like, being underwater like that.
It's a miracle.
Water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
Are you alright?
We're saved. The prophecy was wrong.
Oh my god, that was cool! Oh my god! Zhao's almost dead, holy crap, hold on.
Life goes on.
Hi. Hello. Oh, the dog's shaking! Might be time to check the durability of bearings. Yeah, I don't think it's time to be talking with NPCs. Alright! What? Is that just how it ends? Characters currently involved in other quests? Who? Where? Occupied character including Charlotte? Which one's this one? Are you serious? I don't care about some side quest right now. I want to continue the main story quest. Oh my god. We just need to do it enough so that Charlotte stops being occupied. Charlotte, what are you doing here? We got things to do.
Huh? Isn't that Charlotte? Who's her friend and what are they chatting about?
Be pleased with the cherry on top, Charlotte. Journalist extraord. I read that a gang of criminals tricked the Gardamex by disguising themselves as. I've invested all my savings into graph adversarial.
Let me skip.
Begging you like the beggiest
Oh my god.
beggar in all of begdom.
What is this POV?
I need you to calm down a little, Miss Lapine, Pauline.
I admire your passion for your research, and I don't mean to dash your hopes for those, big
Is
ticket
she
orders.
bashing her head on the pavement? I think so.
But I'm afraid I'm not joking. The Blubber Beast incident was a short story mailed to us by an anonymous amateur author, written in the style of a true story.
Short story?
It sounds like they're...
Funnily enough, I actually remember being in a meeting where the editing team was debating the
You know,
potential
the fact
risk
that
of
this is voice
misleading
makes
the
me
public
think that
with
it's
this story.
important. Is this,
They even went to Maison Gardiennage for advice.
is this for like an event or
But to our surprise,
something?
they fully supported us printing it. They figured that the false intel would be a great way to dupe potential criminals into wearing ridiculous costumes when breaking the law. In truth, Gardamex are extremely sophisticated in their capabilities. They can identify criminals just as reliably as the best human guards, so a crude disguise isn't gonna get you far. If anything, it'll just make you stand out all the more. Since we ran that story, the Maison Gardiennage has made a slew of arrests, including... So I knew the story had helped out law enforcement. But this is the first time I'm learning of an innocent citizen being deceived by it.
Oh dear.
We're investing so much Mora for nothing.
Uh-oh. She really sounds like she's in pain.
She got scammed.
Hey, Charlotte.
Traveler, Paimon! I was in the area taking some photos for a story when I got to talking to Miss Lapine. She read an article in the Steambird about a criminal who had been inspired by this story. She spent a lot of Mora researching counter-criminal image recognition technology.
Oh,
Her aim was to improve Fontaine's public security by developing a device that could enhance Gardamex's target recognition capabilities.
She scammed herself.
She was hoping I could write an article to spread awareness about image recognition technology. She even paid me for the article and gave me one of her but unfortunately, it was just a fictional story, and her efforts and aspirations were all in vain.
This is a new situation for us, too. It's such a pity. It seems like the—
Wait, Miss Lapine Pauline, what are you doing?
I'm gonna pick a fight with a Gardamek, head to the opera at Biclez, and get a one-way ticket to the Fortress of Meropide.
Actually, I don't think you should do that.
That way, I won't have to repay—
Whoa, there's no need to go that far. I mean, come on, look at you.
I want to get back to the main story, please.
In all likelihood, they'd only hold you up at the Maison Gardiennage for a few days before letting you out, and then you'd still have to repay your debts. Actually, instead of going into the technicalities of that, how much did you actually invest? How bad can it really be?
270,000 Mora.
As a researcher, don't you think you should have looked into it more before investing that much money? Hello?
Okay, well, escaping to the Fortress of Meropide over a sum like that seems like a last resort. Surely there must be other options.
Not anymore. I used to be an equipment supplier to the Fontaine Research Institute before that blew to pieces, and now I'm just a small-time engineer. I scraped together some savings over the past few years, but I put every last Mora into this project, and now I'm left with nothing. It's not just my savings that are gone, it's my whole future as a graph adversarial tech. My life is over.
Don't despair, Miss Lapine Pauline. This prototype you've given me, the camera lens for image recognition sample collection. It's really quite something. You said you designed it specifically for high fidelity. The rapid focal length adjustment is a very useful function. So your research.
I don't care.
So keep calm.
I'm gonna skip. It's crazy that this is how it turned out, though.
Stop daydreaming about—
And I can probably speak to some people I know and license my image recognition device to a workshop.
All
There's
right.
no time to lose. I need to get to work.
Pauline,
Early
you
bird
got
gets
this.
the worm.
But I am. I gotta go.
Pretty sure our advice went in—
It's understandable. But don't you worry. Her research has the potential.
It's reassuring to know that you'll be—
Actually, it takes the right person.
Thanks a lot, Charlotte. What a nice surprise.
You're welcome. The boundaries. Yes, that's how I'll.
Let me skip. I don't care. All right. Now we can move on. Whoops.
Worthless!
Oh, Navia!
The Spina Rasula talks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson of the Spina Rasula, and we spoke about Poisson's present and future. Old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Hope is like seeing a small cookie
Burger
when you're
or
starving late at
sandwich?
night. You
Is
just
this a
need
crucial
little of
question?
it.
Oh, a burger, I guess?
Skyship Winglet, lunar brain of the Fontaine Research Institute. The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute, with Jurier turning out to be a once-overlooked hidden gem.
Great choice. What's up? How's it going? We're witnessing, I think, the act of... Wait. We're witnessing, I think, the final parts of Act 5. I have cried multiple times. I don't know if chat has been aware, but I have had tears.
People always
Oh my god.
the first researcher mad, but
There's
few
so
know
much
it's
that has
Bob's
happened, it's
second.
crazy.
And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the harder to find a word with which to classify him and his team. Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports. Are those really Jurier and Navia? They sound like real big shots.
You know, they might have been real big shots from the start. We just didn't meet them in that capacity.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the disaster just having passed, we would print a free edition packed to the margins with good news to calm people down.
That is actually a good idea. That's really nice of Charlotte.
The value for these big scoops
And the
lies in their
Steambird.
inevitable follow-ups. We'll publish further reports and go into the stories behind those people. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home. I'm sure that these stories could draw even your well-traveled eye.
The articles do make me curious about how things will play out.
Paimon's curious too! Wait a minute. Didn't we watch everything happen from start to finish? What's there to be curious about?
What do you mean, what's there to be curious about? Obviously, the future of Fontaine.
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me. You're the best incubators of news, if you haven't noticed. And also, with you around, I'm sure I'll get to see that Duke.
Are you sure? Hasn't he
Nah,
turned
that's
it
not
down several
interesting.
times
Sure.
already?
You know, after the whole nation almost drowned. Oh my god.
Oh, this time will be
Yeah,
different.
yeah, let's not think
Come
about
on.
everything that
Let's
might have
head to
happened.
Poisson first, and then
with
make a
water
trip to the
suddenly
fortress.
flooding everything.
There are some things you'll only know when you get there.
Alright. Where am I going? Oh, my god. A location far, far away. Look, if it's not money or food, then I'm not interested. Paimon? No!
Go.
Oh my god, no! Ah, yes. The sad music. Too bad, man. Lots of repairs will have to be made.
Navia! Oh, it's you. What brings you all here?
Hey, we're just having a look around.
I'm here to update myself on how things are going here. Oh, the Fatui are here too.
Okay, so I wasn't sure if that's who that was, but yeah. Now I know. It's been confirmed.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snezhevich. He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies, and is helping with our work. Our residents are hard at work as well. Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely. We've lost a lot of people, but we're moving forward. That will have to be enough.
Bless you. Did I sneeze?
Hello, Miss Charlotte.
I'm so
a big
focused I
fan
didn't
of
even
yours.
realize.
I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaine's stray cats. But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our
No,
role
Navia
too much
did?
in your reports?
She sneezed?
It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same
Oh,
interests as
she
the Spina.
pronounced the guy's name. Oh my god.
I get where you're coming
what?
from. I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as friendly neighbors?
That would be fine. Thanks.
Friendly neighbors?
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go over there.
Huh? You're here too, Clarant?
It's all hands on deck, Paimon. Do you not understand?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina, so she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right. She really came here to help me out.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of
between
Poisson.
Clorand and
The Spina has
Farina.
need of more decision makers. And, well, I do already happen to be connected to Mr. Callis.
Do you think anyone in a game would sneeze without proper That pepper being put on their nose literally never happens naturally in fiction? Not... Well, actually, we have heard Venti sneeze because he has cat allergies. As the animal Archon, he just happens to have cat allergies.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel, about what it was like facing down a god. There's lots of exciting material there, I bet.
If you want material about citizens facing down their own gods, you should go to... You should go to Inazuma.
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor, for Navia's sake?
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Chlorand at any rate.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let her off that easy.
Oh god,
All
tag
right,
your
then everyone
spoilers,
who wants
lady.
to be in the photo, gather up and smile.
It wasn't necessary. Well,
Chat, did Paimon look cute in it?
you've decided to witness the stream.
Not bad. Your addition really helped
I don't
the
know what else
composition
to
of the
say.
picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more
Especially
shots.
Charlotte. Charlotte, how did you not know about that? Takes more pictures of Poisson,
All
clicking
right, that
something or
should do
another
it.
I did not read.
I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
Bye, Charlotte. That's definitely
You're
Charlotte's
very
fault.
quick.
Definitely.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key. Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Clorand.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit. I'm impressed.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Meripede.
Wait, you already knew she was going?
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too. I asked Sijuin, who told Monsieur Nervillette, and he told you, right?
That's a very complete information chain.
She has all the information she could need and more.
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Ridesley will make a personal appearance.
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I have with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Run, Charlotte, run!
Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
Exchanging tea while drinking tea? Ah, I see what you did there.
You seem curious about the fortress.
Of course. That Risley. I still remember going down to the fortress to grill him for information on my father's case. Boy, did he take me for a ride. Without telling me anything, of course.
You know, that's what he's best at.
But he did invite you to tea, didn't he?
2 large pots of it, in fact. It was good tea, though.
I have to agree. The tea there is very good.
Speaking of that, would you like to have some today? I mean, you've got time, right?
You mean there's still tea that hasn't been absolutely drowned by water?
Well, I'd be partial to some shortbread.
Wow, it's like we've got a menu or something. Sure.
Good.
What flavor of biscuits would you like, Mr. Snezovich?
Snezovich?
Me?
Snezovich?
I'm fine with anything, but I would prefer chocolate should you have it.
Chocolate with tea? What are you?
All right, leave it to me.
Like plain chocolate with tea or like something with chocolate on it?
I'll go
'Cause that's
over the
different.
newly arrived supplies with you later, Mr. Snezovich. We should be able to finish the preparatory work today.
They made sure to make it waterproof after the American Revolution? Oh no.
That works great for me.
Huh. Is it just me, or did you get a new lipstick?
I did. It was a gift from Sijuin.
Oh, she actually
Wanted
wore
to give it
it.
a try.
Oh my gosh.
I think the color would suit you too.
Well, dang. Okay. Now we have to meet the man, the myth, the legend himself. Let us be on our way. Can I just, like... Yeah. I'm back in prison, everyone. It's been so long. Oh wait, that goes down. I need an elevator that takes me up. Is there one here? Yep. Okay. Oh wait. It's not here. I gotta wait. It's so slow. Let me in. All right. Are these just one-way elevators? Probably. Where am I? Oh my gosh. Okay, I was like, where am I? I was lost. I wonder if after this I can just like find people just out and about. Oh my gosh. Oh, we were joining Charlotte. I
Guess
see.
we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this place.
We've come a long way, that's for sure.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Risley! It's been so
Come all
long!
the way to the entrance to greet us?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Where are we going, Mr. Risley?
Hey, no need to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need.
Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be published on the cover of the Steambird?
Why, yes. Yes, they do.
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier,
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you then?
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful to the Steambird for...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed chatting with you more. You've definitely got more of that genius vibe going on. The boat that brought about a miracle, the ark that saved the people.
They actually called it the ark, that's crazy.
There, like an emissary of legend. Still, if I might ask, where's that flying ship now?
Huh. Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself another exclusive scoop.
Why, of course. Why not kill two birds with one stone?
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
Really? Well then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
She really doesn't know. Oh wait, she really does know how to squeeze opportunities for all they're worth.
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Did you really have to use the word couple?
Why, yes. Yes, he did.
Well then, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. We've seen this kind of thing before. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
Oh my god, everyone run!
Ah,
Don't drink
Seaweed.
it! You might pass out.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take some pretty photos of our head nurse?
Sure. Come on, Miss Sijuane, over this way. Let's find a brighter spot.
Sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been at the fortress?
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Ah, cute. You can see them in the corner.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurrier? Miss Lurvine?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that, which is a pity.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two.
You walk with Risley for a while and share news from above ground with him.
Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
About him? I think he might be in good hands. Maybe.
He sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Oh wait, is he actually back now?
Oh, actually, what about you? Are things gonna change for you too?
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties. As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey, everyone. The photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
Till next time.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then. All right. Last stop, the docks.
The docks? Where? This is so far away. Where? Oh, like the very, very beginning of Fontaine? Okay. Where am I going? Oh, I keep running into walls. Actually, I could just fly down. Screw elevators! Why use elevators when I can just fly down? Woohoo! It seems like the siblings are here.
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Oh!
Traveler,
Right.
Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket?
I mean, I think it'd be handy for our travels.
What sort of gadget is it?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you.
Trick a friend? I wonder which of my friends would fall for that.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Oh my god, have they tricked their own brother?
I'll help you make some more friends.
No, the poor kid.
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Sure. Please, write down my address.
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Oh, that sounds like it would suit him.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself.
In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
Yeah, I think that should be left to him.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
I don't know, would they?
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our show eventually.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you. So, how have things been, Traveler?
I mean, I'm doing alright.
Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
Why, thank you.
That's alright. We were more than happy to help. So,
Is this like a frozen waterfall in the back?
Oh, I guess you haven't
Hey,
heard.
I'm back. What are we doing?
Well...
Still witnessing the finale of Act 5.
After Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Nervillet opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
Wait. After Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Nervillet opened negotiations during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift? That's fine, actually.
A diplomatic gift? A gnosis?
That's fine. That's okay. There's a reason he gave the gnosis. You know what? It's because the gnosis no longer has the powers that it once had. Anyways.
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it. It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal
That sounds
down.
weird for some reason. Like, actually.
Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
That's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Nervillet has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only Nervillet knows about?
Yep. Oh my god, now he's like the only one who's gonna retain the memories of all of that. That's crazy.
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself.
I wonder if he
yes,
will
speaking
share it
of
with
which,
Traveler. I think
I did see him strolling around the entrance
should
to
at
the
least have
fortress
someone
of
to talk about
Meripede
it.
a while back.
How did I like it? It's been crazy. I feel like
for that.
Let's see. What are the last regions we need to go to? So we've been to Animo, we've been to a Geo region, we've been to an Electro region, we've been to the Dendro region, and now the Hydro region. And so now all we have left is the Pyro region and the Cryo region, and then also Snezhnaya, if we ever get to see it. So it really feels like things are being tied up. You got to see the big boat? Yes, I did get to see the big boat. I was wondering if they were gonna use that, and they did. But basically, it feels like plot points that have been previously discussed are starting to get tied up and revealed a lot more now. Because, oh my god, they revealed so much.
But back to the topic. The gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
The next region is Pyro?
They say that he's
Yeah,
returned
I
to
think I've heard
Snezhnaya
stuff
to
about that.
recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
Well, I guess now... Oh, well, I guess I can now call him one of my war buddies.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
Honestly, and I'm thinking we're gonna get allied with them in the future as well. Like, I think they were just the big antagonists of this whole story, and they're not the actual true villains.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
No, not truly. Hello! The name, or I'll let you know.
Well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the traveler by chance.
Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
Are you going to take the Gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
That is our duty as Harbingers, yes.
Now, why the Cryo Archon is collecting the Gnosises, I am not sure. The only thing I can really think of is that the Cryo Archon thinks that by combining the power of the Gnosises, they can have enough power to defeat Celestia, is all I'm thinking now.
Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world.
Exactly.
With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks. Switching my masks is something I've always done.
Will you keep your position?
Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever?
Also, now that I'm thinking about it, does she have the same voice actor as Wait, what's her name? What's her name? This is gonna bother me. The purple-haired girlie from Honkai Star Rail. I just realized that they sound kind of similar.
As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone.
Oh god, it's been too long since I played Honkai Star Rail.
Yourselves to be great partners.
Starting to forget names. Actually, I just remembered something. Please, help us deliver this.
A vision? Alright. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You're...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
Rookie talent?
I will.
The sea breeze is quite pleasant. I shall continue my walk while the weather remains so agreeable. Farewell.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence.
I was about to say, that's the first time I've ever seen Charlotte be, like,
Thankfully,
nervous.
I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This'll be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
Thanks!
To move things about?
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met too. And what do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now. So many things have happened, but the pockets are still the pockets. I guess this must be life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see what Neverlette's doing?
Oh my god, I hope Neverlette
so
tells
busy that he
us,
doesn't have time to
like,
chat
what he
anyway.
witnessed. Please. As the witnesses, please share your burdens, please! Oh my gosh.
Boring!
Go, go, go! I feel like there's more people out in the streets than there were before. That's probably because they all just came out of the water, so... Wait, is he not in the building? Where? Oh. Oh, he's all the way back here. Okay, okay, okay. Monsieur Neverlette's! Oh my god, Paimon, you almost made me fall! I almost fell!
going to have free time this hour of the day.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Yippee!
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered.
Hopefully more lore explanations.
What with you being busy and all. Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
Oh boy. Nevelet sighs softly before telling you the truth concerning what he saw that day. Focalors deceived the heavenly principles and used Farina's endless performance to save Fontaine.
So that's what happened?
I only saw Farina's part myself.
Focalor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign.
And it's crazy.
But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontainians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontainians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet.
Oh. Wait, then who created humans in the first place?
In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontainians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
Which of the dragons was like, it's too lonely here with only dragons. Let's create some humans.
Focalor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone.
You could say that it was at that moment that the Fontainians were finally truly born.
Yeah,
they were born.
Focalor finally
now they're no longer
the
fake half people.
Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into real people too.
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
About the initial verdict that was passed on to Child.
I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability. As for the judgment passed by the oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to that liability by association or Focalor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Guess Focalor had Fontainians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans. Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question. Back when Fontainians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
You know, I was wondering about that too, because I'm like, there are children in Fontaine. Like, everywhere. And I'm like, how? Just how?
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontainians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Yeah! Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual.
Oh! Whoa.
Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, seems like this ritual won't be of any further use, but it'll probably live on as a local custom.
Yep.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know.
Alright, about Fontaine's future, finally, the big questions.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina has already left. What's that all about?
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest.
Oh my god, I can't imagine. I can't imagine what she must be feeling. I wish she wasn't, like, alone. Because I'm sure she would probably prefer it if she had people she could talk to about it. At least, like, Novelette or something. Someone that now knows the whole truth of everything.
Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House. Not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to stay, right?
So what I'm thinking is that her character story quest is probably what she's doing after the whole events of Fontaine.
You need not worry.
And that's why you
I will
can't
make
play it until
arrangements to
after
ensure
you're
that she
done.
will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal. But now that she no longer has to play the role of Focalor the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
What about you then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
Yeah, how do you feel about that? Oh my.
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my
I
other
still don't know
responsibilities,
how he ended up in
I
that
must
position
first
in the
and
first
foremost
place.
continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person. Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
Oh, yeah, because that was a power source for them.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Nemosia, which is probably... is that the Primordial Sea?
Wow. This ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Well, yeah, there's a reason why they ruled over Teyvat for as long as they did.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Alright, about Fontaine's Gnosis.
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something!
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power.
Wait, so the power within the Gnosis is still there? Even though he's regained all the powers again?
As
So maybe,
such, it
what
has
the
lost
heck
all
is
meaning
the
for
Gnosis?
Fontaine.
Maybe, like, once it was converted into a Gnosis, the power that it once, like, originated from became something else entirely?
If the Fatui have impure designs, we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
What complicated considerations! Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
No, that would be too light of a reason to give a Gnosis.
Ask away.
To,
I will tell you the truth as I know
the
it.
Fatui. Right, about the next stop on my journey. Novelette! It is time for me to leave, kind of. I'll be here for like the next... I don't know how many streams.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume. I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land. As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
Nation of Dragons?
A nation of dragons? You mean like you?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there.
Being the elemental power of Hydro.
Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, The dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an undying flame. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the Knave that I believe may be useful to you. The harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
The captain? I'm gonna have to check back on the Fontaine. Not the Fontaine, the Fatui like trailer where we got to see all the Fatui harbingers. Cause they had like their like character title cards, so I'm gonna have to see which one of them is the captain. But if I had to guess, it'd be the guy whose face we can't see.
The captain. Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui harbinger doing their thing.
Well, yeah.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan. In the meantime, Fontaine's doors will always be open to you.
Why, thank you.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
That's it. I have no more questions.
Hang on a sec. Paimon's still got a question about the Gnosis. When we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
Oh.
What is?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
My god, more Skirk lore. How'd it go? Watch it be like a giant cliffhanger or something. I bet that's what they're gonna do.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, all right, Nervalet?
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of.
Scent of your power? What?
It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend.
Oh.
I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
Oh no, she's an anime protagonist. No, she's a part of the Heavenly Principle. She's a part of Celestia.
I do not know what you speak of.
Of course. How could I forget?
She can smell weird things? Oh my god.
You should have the remains of the third Descender on your person, yes?
The third Descender? Oh god. I forgot there was a name for them.
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
Because... Wait, how many people came to this planet?
According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
Yeah, I've never heard of it described. So, what Neuvillette told us was just what he knew of it as. So, okay, the gnosises are different then.
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him.
Sorry, chat! Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Alright. I have to talk louder so you guys can hear me because construction.
It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense, which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans.
Communicate with humans when you're trying to take over the world? Just because you think you can advance them doesn't mean you should interfere. I don't actually know the
Regardless,
reason why they're
you should
doing all this,
probably
but
get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
oh, great.
What do you mean by that?
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts, and my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be
Not
the
her
messenger
forgetting
then.
about child. Oh my god, wait, my brain is like trying to process things and yet
That's what she
I
told
have
me.
no thoughts.
Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
Okay. We'll think about this in a second.
The third descender? So that's what the no-sees actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui.
Why misfortune, though?
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it here.
A descender. She mentioned one of them. Oh! I forget I'm the fourth descender. I'm the fourth descender. For me, this information means two things. One, the Gnostises are related to descenders. And two, that the one who came before me has already died.
I guess that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible
The
and can
music
even
is
enhance
not.
elemental abilities,
The music
do
is
indeed
not
come
the
from
vibe.
the third descender.
Which are exceedingly elements compatible. Okay.
I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
Well, given that they can manipulates the elemental powers of this world, then yes.
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision. That does sort of count as special compatibility, right? No, let's not think about this stuff right now. It just feels creepy. Comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all.
Don't worry, I won't die so easily. Haha.
That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
All right. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
Well, that's what she had planned, so yes, in a way. Though it's unfortunate that things couldn't have ended better.
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will.
Can you understand the will of the gods?
I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops.
Oh, now that's a quote.
Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all. And what, ultimately, is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
And there you have it, folks! The end of Act 5 of the Fontaine Archon quest. Oh my god. All I gotta say is that was insane. That was crazy! Yeah, so we really are just getting all the puzzle pieces just kind of like... We're just getting all the puzzle pieces just connected, basically. Oh my god.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a
Woohoo!
hand
Oh,
on
and I have ascended to level 56! Oh my god! Also, I forgot that I got rid of this little black square. Whoops. Oh well. Okay, Nicolette. Anything else?
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask.
Oh,
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as
Okay,
I
yeah.
suggest that you fully prepare.
I'll leave him with his feels then. Goodbye, Nicolette. So first of all, that boss fight, the music wasn't crazy. I did not expect that I would just be hearing dubstep. I did not expect that I'd be hearing dubstep. For the like, oh god, for the boss fight. I'm gonna search up the song now because that was crazy. I could only hear it a little bit. Oh yeah, the dubstep Wilga. Yeah, the dubstep Wilga. That was, oh my god. I don't even know what to think. My brain's just like going in a million different directions right now. But okay, what I want to do, since I am streaming Genshin tomorrow, is what I what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Farina's story quest, because I think what Farina's story quest is all about is just like what she's doing after the events of Fontaine.
Thank you for completing.
And then with that,
Ad Astra Abyssal.
I will also do Nouvelette's story quest, because I wonder if we'll get more information on like the dragons of this world. But now my earlier kind of like mini theory that I had where what is this? Shinesnaya is trying to take the powers from the Gnosises and combine them in a way that would defeat the Heavenly Principles / Celestia. Is
Ad Astra Abyssal.
One that might not be too far off the mark. But again, I have to like do a deep dive on Genshin lore again. Oh my god, I haven't gotten rank rewards in so long. This feels weird. I'm still like 1, 2, 3, 4 ranks off, but I'll get there eventually. I'll get there eventually. Boy. I don't know what else to say. I'm just like, that was super crazy. Okay. But the thing is, like, now I'm wondering, should I do Farina's like right away, or should I do Nouvelette's first? There's also like all the characters from Sumeru. There's still like the Sumeru, like world, like the... What are they called? Like the little forest creature world quest that I haven't completed. There's like the entirety of like Fontaine that I have yet to explore. I have just been focusing on the main story quest. Like, there's still so much other stuff that I have yet to see, which I wonder would like, I wonder if like it would explain just like some of the stuff that I'm seeing. But I think we'll just do Farina's story quest, and then we'll get back to Nouvelette's story quest another time. So let's unlock this. Oh, and there are 2. Oh, I thought there was 2 acts of it. Just kidding. So let's just start it for like another like 10 minutes, 10, 11 minutes, and then I think I will be off.
Hey, Catherine, it's us. Got any new commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps?
You don't have to be so direct.
Paimon's just being enthusiastic. We're old friends now, she gets it.
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid adventurers again.
It's still so
Looking
funny
for
to
the
me
next
that
challenge,
Catherine
I see.
is Catherine.
Actually,
And that the
we
theories
do in
about
fact
her were
have a
actually
rather
true.
urgent
That's
commission
crazy.
that is still open. Having read the details, however, I don't believe you'd consider it to be lucrative.
Don't worry about that. We were just kidding. So what's the situation?
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical. The original cast member ran into some issues and is currently unable to perform the role.
Oh.
But the troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties, so unfortunately they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress.
Well, neither can we, so too bad. No, just kidding.
That does sound like a tricky situation. So basically they're looking for a volunteer?
That's right. Our adventurers reached out to many actresses, but none of them were willing to take the job.
Wait, why though? Why were they unwilling to take the job?
There are only a few days left until the performance.
Oh, that's why.
If they can't
Because
find
they don't have
someone
enough
in
time to prepare.
they'll probably have to postpone the show. And delays tend to create all sorts of new problems.
Right?
Got it. Oh, this one's a doozy. What do you think, Traveler? Any ideas? Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience starring in musicals.
Very true.
If you're interested in helping, why not start by having a chat with the requester? He's right over there. Maybe
Oh,
you
hey.
can't fill the role yourselves,
Good
but you
timing
might
then.
be able to help him figure out another solution. Maybe there's something he hasn't thought of.
Oh, it's that guy, huh? No wonder, he looks like he just ate a
Alright, got it.
Let's go! Hello there! Are you the guy looking for a new actress?
Wait, I know you two! Are you really willing to act in my musical?
No, but...
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already.
No buts. He might be able to find some help.
But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in musicals. But we heard that you're in a bit of a bind, so we figured we could at least try to help you think of a solution.
Ah, I see. It's okay. I knew that asking for a volunteer was a long shot. If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. It would be such a shame.
Can't you cover the budget for a new actress with ticket fees? That would be like quite the delayed payment, and there's no guarantee that the play will actually be super successful.
That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe, just a group of amateur enthusiasts.
Oh, yeah.
All our sets and props are very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience, never mind ticket fees. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently. But now, it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
Disband? You're splitting up the troupe?
Oh, I guess the lady at the Adventurers Guild didn't tell you? Yeah, this is supposed to be our final show together as a troupe.
Oh no! Wait.
One last show. And after that, we go our separate ways. So we were really hoping to end on a high note. Nobody wants things to just fizzle out. Not after all the time and effort we've invested into it.
Catherine mentioned that one of your actresses can't make it?
Yeah, the leading lady, in fact.
Not the leading lady.
She's been dealing
oh, no.
with a chronic illness ever since childhood.
Oh.
And unfortunately, it flared up again recently. It really drains all her energy, so she's in no state to perform.
I like this OST that's playing right now. I feel like it really captures Fontaine's essence.
The show just won't be the same without her. But for everyone else's sake, I still hope we can find a way to hold the performance on schedule.
Got it. We have a clearer picture now. Let's see if we can come up with any ideas. What if we sponsored the show? Traveler, how much more are you carrying?
Probably not enough.
Please, there's no need to go that far. I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor, and I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
Laura isn't the biggest problem. How do we find someone who's a good fit for the role?
Good point. If the actress just goes through the motions for the Mora, that's not exactly rescuing the show. We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible. Oh, wait! What about... you know who?
Great minds think alike. I was just thinking that. Are they really gonna rope in Furina for this? Did they even know where she is?
That's how you know we're the best of partners. Anyway, she should have all the free time in the world right now. She's really good at performing, and she was once super popular with the crowd. Performing in a musical should be a piece of cake for her.
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous.
Furina.
Her? You're... That was a joke, right?
No. No, it was not. We are 100% serious here only.
Nope. Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage before, but Paimon's pretty confident that she'd be really good at it.
You're not wrong there. She has actually performed in a number of big-name shows before. They were one of the reasons she was so popular.
Oh, really?
But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, it's not like she's suddenly a commoner.
I mean, that's true. I don't know how I would feel being in his shoes.
She's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think Lady Furina might feel a bit out of place in an amateur troupe like ours.
Well, if that's your issue, are you prepared to do whatever it takes?
Well, yes, but...
No buts! Just trust us.
Fair enough. I mean, if she was actually willing to, then of course I'd be honored to have Lady Furina star in our show. I'm sure the rest of the troupe would be delighted too. I'm sure everyone in our troupe has probably dreamt of performing on stage with her one day. Of course, it all depends on whether she's interested. She might consider this opportunity beneath her.
No point in stressing about that. We'll only know if we ask her. And besides, things are different now. There's no reason for her to be all high and mighty anymore.
Let's go. It'll be good to check in on her anyways.
Thank you for your help. I guess I'll just stay here and wait for the good news. Good luck.
Thanks. I think we're gonna need it.
Wait, where does Furina actually live nowadays? She used to live in luxury at the Palais Mermonia, but she's, moved out, right?
Yeah, I don't know where she could be.
As it happens, I have her current address here.
Oh,
I can provide
thanks,
it to
Catherine. That's convenient.
Woo! When did you get here?
I came over when things were starting to sound more promising. I thought I should be at the ready in case my assistance is needed. It is my duty to support commissioners in any way I can.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Well, now that we've got the address, we'll go find Furina. Back in a jiffy.
Yeah, it makes me think who, like... Did we ever figure out who created Catherine? Did someone in the Adventurers Guild do that, or did she just kind of like show up one day? Alright, the little Oceanid? Oh, that sounds cute. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to attack. Oh, wait.
I can't believe they're seriously asking Lady Furina. Seems a little over the top.
Try not to worry. May I pour you a glass of water?
You know, if we had called in Hu Tao, I think she probably would have been fine with doing that too, but... Alright, I think since we have properly started the quest, I think I will leave things here for now. But that was crazy. Actually. Like, it really feels like we're approaching the end of Genshin in a way. I don't know how else to say it, but it really feels like we're approaching the end of Genshin. And now I have to catch up on a lot of lore, because I'm gonna be thinking about all the...
just standing around.
Shut up, Xiao! I'm gonna be thinking about all the lore that got revealed today. Because I only know about some things, but I'm clearly very, very out of the loop, because that was crazy. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I will probably be working on the waiting room so that I'm not late like I was today. So keep an eye out for that. And with that being said, thank you so much for visiting my corner of the forest, and I will see you all tomorrow for some more Genshin, where we will continue Marina's story quest. I mean, even when they finish the main story, they just make Genshin Twin Pack. Thanks, bye. No.
What of you?
Actually, I don't know
How about a quick break so I can sketch this
how
beautiful
they'll
scenery?
feel once they finish the story. I'm sure there'll be some way of continuing it, because it seems like it's something a lot larger than than it initially seemed. Anyways, now I shall get going. Bye-bye!